Everyone, this is Farah Shaheen and I am going to talk about Islamic feminism and hegemonic discourses on faith and gender in Islam. When we heard about Islamic feminism, the question arises in our mind, is Islam compatible with feminism? Some of the questions asked are related to whether Islam can allow feminism within its framework or not, or whether Islam is consonant with feminism or not. In my opinion, yes, Islam is compatible with feminism, as Margaret Badran argues that because of the ignorance about Islam and feminism, both seem against each other. However, this ignorance has discredited the Muslim women's struggle and their efforts of gender reform. She also considered that there is nothing contradictory in the notion of Islamic inspired feminism. What is Islamic feminism? Islamic feminism is characterized by a debate and practice articulated with Islamic values and point of reference. Muslim women brought their experience to the forefront and challenged the traditional and post classical interpretation of the Quran and Sunnah. They claimed interpretation of religious texts as totally biased and based on male experiences, questions which are male centric, and the overall influence of patriarchal society and culture. Now we can ask, is Islamic feminism as religious discourse? Scholars like Umayma Abu Bakr has a different opinion about Islamic feminism. She stressed that Islamic feminism is a social discourse rather than a religious one. Islamic feminism is not merely a feminism that emerged because of religious practice and Islamic culture. It is beyond the culture practice. It engages Islamic theory and Islamic scriptures and tries to give the message of equality in the light of faith. The task of Islamic feminism is to go straight of Islam's original text. Several women centered their attention to the interpretation of the Quran, like Amina Wadud, Rifat Hassan, and Fatima Nasif. Others scrutinized the formation of Sharia-backed laws like Aziz al-Hibri and Shahin Sardar Ali, and let others examine the hadiths like Fatma Marnisi, Asma Barlas. Rifat Hassan noted that there are three fundamental theological assumptions on which the superstructure of a man has been created over a woman. First assumption is that God has created man as a superior to women. The second assumption is that women are created for serving the needs of men. The third, that a woman was not only reason for falling of men from heaven, and God has banished Adam and Eve from the Garden of Eden. Therefore, all the daughters of Eve were given the punishment of menstruation and the burden of pregnancy. Nevertheless, in contrast to the fundamental belief that men are superior to women, many verses in the Quran established the equality of sexes and preferred one person over another only by faith and belief. As the Quran says, we have made everything on earth adornment for it, so that we may test them to see whose deeds are the best. This verse is in chapter 18 of the Quran, verse number 7. However, in this patriarchal interpretation of the Quran, these types of verses are always neglected or overlooked or misinterpreted or interpreted by patriarchal understanding. Now we come to other part of my presentation, which is feminist hermeneutics of the Quran. Feminist hermeneutics, or a gender sensitive interpretation of the Quran, attempts to confirm gender equality in the Quran. According to Asma Barlas, there are two ways in which Muslims read patriarchy in the Quran. The treatment of the Quran concerning issues such as marriages, divorce, inheritance, and witness. This patriarchal reading of the Quran concluded that men are superior to women and crowned them as guardians, maintainers, and charged them with the responsibility to beat their disobedient wives. There are some conservative interpretation. The male superiority is accepted and considered accurate by most of the people, as well as Muslim feminists who use these verses or this interpretation to attack Islam as a misogynistic religion. Feminists try to approach religion rationally They gave new interpretation or for the sacred text. Islamic feminism used the fundamental text as to justify equality among the genders. It has been observed that Islamic feminists generally carried out their task through revisiting the traditional male construction of religious interpretation, stressing the verses which are more gender sensitive. They also interpreted ambiguous verses from a more women friendly perspective. Such feminists challenged the Sharia backed laws in many Muslim countries and succeeded in accomplished goals. Scholars like Fatma Marnisi, Rafet Hassan, Amina Wadood, Asma Badlas, Ziba Mir Hussaini, and others tried to give the feminist interpretation of religious text. Padran says Islamic feminists have taken three approaches for their hermeneutics. First, revisiting of the Quran to correct false stories in common circulation, such as the accounts of creation and events of Garden of Eden. Second, citing ayat that enunciate the equality of women and men. And third one, deconstructing the ayah which interpreted in ways to justify male domination over women. Islamic feminists challenge the patriarchal interpretation of the Quran. Patriarchy gave the meaning of the certain words or verses of the Quran according to self-interest. Men had interpreted words like Qawamuna, Fadala, and Daraja according to their interest in dominating women. They have used these words to argue that there is divine sanction for male superiority. Feminist scholars challenge their authority to interpret scriptures and offer more women-centric or egalitarian interpretation of words and verses. To conclude this, I only like to say that this research is an intellectual inquiry about Islamic feminism and how Muslim women who desire gender parity while preserving their culture and religious views have challenged the existing notion regarding women. They were able to represent the core principle of Islam, equality in practice. They also challenged and succeeded in modifying some misogynist law against women in the Arab world. Islamic feminist work represents a new dimension of feminism which could enrich the contemporary Islamic debate regarding women's status within Islam. Its significance lies in the fact that Islamic feminist challenges misogyny from within the Islamic tradition. Thank you.